Hey guys, Pig here. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great this week, We're going to do things a little differently. I'm not going to go on a mining run right now. I've got a bunch of questions in my inbox on YouTube and Planet Calypso forum, so I just want to answer those questions, kind of like a question-answer thing that maybe we'll do every week. So if you guys have questions for the next Mining with PigBenis, or for me in general, or for anybody really, put it down below in the comments, okay? And I'll answer them next week. Or if you don't want anybody to know who you are, shoot me an inbox on my YouTube. All right? I don't check PCF that much anymore, so just go on YouTube and shoot me a question if you guys have questions. So the first one is, have you ever mined on Next Island? And I'll be honest with you guys, I've never even been to Next Island. Basically, I had taken a break a few months back when all these planets had come out. It was quite an extended break, and I did miss Next Island, and I just haven't gotten around to go there. And will I ever go to Next Island and mine? That's a very good question, because right now, my answer would be no. I just have no desire to go to Next Island at all. First, I hate space travel. It consumes a lot of my time, and two, it's just the economy there. There's only like 13 pages worth of auctions, so if I did spend some time there in mine, there'd be no turnaround for me. All right. The second one is it possible to play Entropia as a professional job? And that's basically the short of the email that someone had sent me on YouTube. It was kind of a long letter, saying, is it even possible, in the short run. I'm gonna say it would be awfully difficult, and there's several reasons behind it. And one is you're at the fate of Entropia Universe and MindArc itself. Unless you can really manipulate, and this is bad to say, manipulate auction. I don't mean it like that, but yeah, unless you're really advanced as trading, unless you have a substantial amount of money initially put into the game to either buy a land area such as Proteron Pastures, or I don't know, Treasure Island, FOMA, Never Die, Club Never Die, or a planet, then it would be extremely difficult for you to do so, to make a living. There's other ways to do it. And this is a yes or no answer. Could I do it mining, or could anybody do it mining? Then I would have to say no. You could probably do it maybe with a tiny little apartment to live on, maybe if your expenses were just a couple hundred a month, and I don't know. I mean, I certainly couldn't do it. My expenses are, thousands a month. There's just no way with my little time that I would be able to make this, even as a part-time job. That being said, I have withdrawn PET. I have withdrawn, quite a bit of money from this game, and it is a nice little bonus every once in a while, absolutely. But I wouldn't want to play this as a career choice. Not at all. Not at all. I wouldn't want to sit in front of the computer 14, 16 hours a day, dropping bombs and receiving claims, and then trading it up, and then it all could change in a couple months as the game changes. So it would be extremely difficult to make this your sole profession. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Guys, comment on this. I know, like Genistar Mercury, he kind of does this as a living. I think he's got another game or two that he does on the side, but he is the owner of Proteron Pastures. He does alright with hunting, but he has a substantial, I mean, tens of, 20s of 30s of thousands of dollars invested in this game. And of course, over time, he's accumulated a lot of that. He has actually been playing a lot more than I have. So it's a multi-answer question. It depends how you live. It depends where you live. Your lifestyle, and whether or not you really want to sit in front of a computer for all day long, all the time. All right, I wouldn't want to do it. It's a nice little part-time thing, but it's, for me, it's not any way to make a living. So, all right, the next question is, love your Entropia vids. I've seen them all, and thank you very much for that. But I have a quick question. Watching your latest vid about pet flow, and that was, if you guys remember, I just released it. Look at the previous video to this. Realistically, you need about 2k pet to recycle if you're mining planet-side and 5k from Foam of Hell. And this player has not been playing too long, and there's no way in heck that they can afford to deposit so much. So they just want to know basically, are they doomed to fail without pet flow of thousands of pet? I mean, no, you're not. You're not. There's things you could do, you know. When you're out mining, you're going to pick up fruit. You're going to pick up little tiny rocks, Nisset, Sapure, Brookite, and stuff like that. And sorry, Jackson's not. I'm making a video right now. Sorry, buddy. We'll get back to you. So are they doomed? No, they're absolutely not. And there's many things that you can do to generate a little bit of income and to get started. You know, if you want to just put a couple bucks in at first, learn the game a little bit. My advice to you, to whom wrote me this message, is to do a lot of research before you even start, and that way you know what you're getting into. Observe the auction, observe what minerals you want to mine for, find out the locations of the minerals that will produce the highest markup, as I have mentioned in a ton of my other videos. Stay in those areas, learn how to mine, and don't overdo yourself, alright? You start with the Z5 in maybe a $10 deposit, and then see what you can make out of that. I use a lot of float. I use a lot of float because I use high level amps. I use level 5 plus amps, 5, 7, 8. That's what I use. And occasionally for video sakes, I'll throw on a 12 or 13 like I have in the past. So I need a lot of float. In fact, I usually have anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 extra in auction or in storage at a time. Sometimes I sit on ores, you know, sometimes I'll sit on oil. This last month I was sitting on 600 ped worth of Force Nexus trying to get 4% out of it. So that's why I'm saying that you need float. If you could smartly start with $10, say, and you get a couple Nexarian finds, Narc, whatever, with high markup, and you could get over your 112% markup for that, and get your best deal for that, then go for it, and you don't have to sit on that. But I'm saying make every stone count if you guys don't have that much float. But don't start using amps. Don't start going hunting. Don't start doing anything out of your business model, I'll say. Okay, guys, that's it for this episode with Ask PigBenis. I'm sure there's a bunch of questions I skipped over, and I do apologize. I just don't have time this week. So shoot me some questions or comments down below, and then I'll answer them next week to the best of my ability. And if you meet me in game, just give me a knock, and we'll chat. All right. Oh, hey, the next videos are when I went back to Calypso last week. Short little visit. Did a little bit of mining and just a little a CP hunt with one of my buddies. My longtime Entropia friends, about 6 years now, Dead Goon. All right, guys, enjoy the globals.